Good morning, Flosstube. It's Lisa Smith, Kindred Stitcher. Welcome to my channel. This is a channel about cross-stitch retreats, cross-stitch stitching, haul, purchases, friend gifts, all the things cross-stitch. Today is September 21st. It's the first day of fall, and it's the day that we've been waiting for all year, I think. There's so many people who love fall. Fall's their favorite holiday, and my husband included, because it's the beginning of hunting season, all the things that go with fall. I live in a tiny house and a room in our shop, and you can see I'm in the room in our shop. This is my stitching setup right now. This is life. I don't really have much for updates on the house. We do have trusses coming on Tuesday. The wrong trusses were built the first time, so that was a thing, and the truss company did a fantastic job of correcting that. So what else? I have a whole stack of things to talk with you about. Oh, and I see that my list of talking points is sitting in front of me, not within arm's reach, but I will talk about a few things, and then maybe I'll take a quick break and grab my list. First of all, let's talk about what I've been working on. I went to the Pacific Northwest Retreat last weekend, and it's hosted by Acorns and Threads. It's called PNWSS, PNWSS, I think that's what it's called. That's the initial. The designers were Teresa Kogut and Beth Twist. So to get ready for the retreat, I thought, what am I going to stitch on? And then what am I working on? And Labor Day weekend, I thought, I'm going to try and finish Autumn on Lazy Bear Mountain. And then I did I counted the days. I was like, I had better get on this. I'm going to do that. So if you saw my Instagram account, I did finish this, and I did show you, and it is so lovely. I could not be happier. This is stitched on 32 count Thornhaven by hand dyed by Stephanie over one. So if I wanted to use this linen, it's a kind of a soft olivey green. It's very moody in person. It's got great highlights and lowlights. It's perfect for this piece. It's going to blow out a little bit just because it's on video. But if I wanted to stitch it on this linen, this is 32 count, it would take all of the linen, and I would have a 1/2 inch border. That's the reason why I decided to stitch it over one. I'm going to bring it up a little bit closer. You can see it. I worked on this whole section, and it's a lot of stitching. It doesn't look like it because it's stitched over one, but it's a lot of stitching. These monuments, actually I stitched this side. These monuments are big. There's a lot of stitching in them. And then the trees are a little bit fiddly, but what I did is I counted the number of threads to use in the trees, and I went ahead and loaded all my needles and had them, I used a little tool that I saw on Tanya from the Scarlet House. She had a little, it's like a needle minder almost. It's magnetic on the back, and there's like batting or something you can stick your needles in, and you can organize the information. I'll show a picture of it. I'll insert a picture of it here. It was super helpful. It's very helpful, and allowed me to move through stitching those trees a lot faster than I expected. So this is Autumn on Lazy Bear Mountain, a 2018 stitch that is now in the books. And I have one more 2018 focus this year to work on. I haven't picked her back up for a while. It's my Marilia. The next one I worked on, the next one I'm going to show you, it's not the next one I worked on because I just worked on this one recently, is my Christmas set Hawk Run Hollow. I'm doing a 1 block a month-ish. And I have finished these here and this one, and this one I was working on this one. So this is my August block, so I'm a month behind. But that's okay because I got her done. I finished it up. And this was no joke. This was a lot of stitching this month. And I should be on the next row up because it is September. And what I think I see myself doing is when I get into these, if they're not, like this one only took a few days, I might just sit down and finish this one. I have found that 1 block a month or just the assignment stitching isn't really my jam. I tend to stitch on what I want to stitch on and when I want to stitch on it. But isn't this pretty? I love this. I love Malcolm and Maud. They're just hilarious. They've got those very Tim Burton looking faces to them. So I do love that one. That's being stitched on 46 count weeks parchment. And it is the other half of fabric that I had from when I worked on my Forget-Me-Not sampler by European Reproduction Samplers. All right, the last one is what I took to Pinwist with me, and that is Pineberry Lane. This is a small that I had in progress called A Token of Friendship. It's a kit from Dying to Stitch. They give you the finishing materials and all that. Again, I'm living in my tiny house / room in the shop, so not much finishing is getting done, just fully finishing, just stitching. But this is where it is, and the fabric is actually a gray, and it's a R&R fabric that they dyed for this kit. It's very pretty. It's a super pale gray. The white is a little bit ghosty, but it does show up pretty well in person. And I do think I will finish this as a pillow. I'm not sure that I'll put this ribbon on it. I actually kind of like the green, so I might buy a longer piece of green ribbon and just ruche around it. That's likely what will happen. And then my next project that I'm sort of focusing on that I have pulled out is Real Comfort. Oops, I guess I'm done with that. No, I'm not. Real Comfort by Plum Street. This is a retreat piece from the Autumn Abundance Retreat last fall at the Attic. And I just picked this up and started working on this section. I've got this whole section done that's underneath the Q-snap. All of this is grass with leaves in it, and this border is done. And I was going to work my way across, right, and just do the rest of the flowers, these tulipy looking flowers. But I think I'm going to work up here. I'm going to work the border up, and I'm going to work the building up. And then on top of it, this is the side with all of the letters. And it says, there's nothing like staying home for real comfort. Jane Austen quote. So I think I'm going to work my way up here. Then I'm going to stitch all of the windows here, which makes the fill-in a lot easier. Then I'll go over and work this back up. So this will be my focus piece in September. And I have a bed on the other side. You can't see it. So when I throw things, I'm not just throwing it on the floor. I have a bed there. So one moment, let me get my list and my stuff that fell on the floor. I'll be right back. All right, that's better. I'm a list girl. I love lists. I love to check lists off. I like to, once I cross a bunch of stuff off, I'll rip it off my tablet and just put what's left. So I have a new list that's smaller. Kind of weird, I know. Anyway, so let me just talk a little bit about, I'm going to talk about the giveaways. And these are the winners of the last giveaway. This is Dogwood Band Sampler, Hillside Samplings. The winner of this was at Haphazardous. I love that name. The next one is Pines and Needles by Hillside Samplings. This is at DLNY Tube. The next one is Those Darn Accessories. And the winner of this is Carla Rigel 252. I hope I said that right. And the last two are Sunrise and Sunset by Rosewood Manor. And the winner of those two are at Joanne Lavalee 2921. All right. I don't have a giveaway earmarked for this week. I will probably have one the next go around. I did go through my stash and I picked out a lot of these, I don't know what you call these. Are these like half size patterns? But there's some hands-on design Halloween. There's a bunch of good stuff in here. And I'm going to post these tomorrow on my D-Stash page, which is at Kindred Stitcher Designs. And these are going to be all $5 patterns. So $5 each. If you buy 4, there'll be free shipping. So watch for those tomorrow on my Instagram D-Stash, which is at Kindred Stitcher Designs. All right, check. And let's talk a little bit about, let's talk about the retreat. There have been some great recap videos already. I'm actually slow to the game here. So some good recap videos are from Audrey Stitchy Witch 42, Michelle Bendy's done one, Anna Bates from Quilt Roadies has done one. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the projects. So Teresa Kogut and Beth Twist worked together. They collaborated to come up with 2 designs you could stitch individually or you could stitch them together. And Teresa, she likes to make these bags. I love these bags. This is hers, and her project name is, well, hers is No Distance Too Far. I think they might both be named. No, they're not. They're named differently. But Teresa stitched some things that commemorates where she's from in Michigan. It's got her house. It's got a deer because she has deer in her yard. It has a raccoon because she's had raccoons in her was it in her attic? Does that sound right? And then there is on the border cherries because Michigan is famous for cherries. And this is her design. It's so adorable. So her design came with the threads for both. And then Beth did hers, and hers is, Across the Miles. Hers is Across the Miles. So you can, the saying is the same on the 2 different patterns, but when you stitch it together, you just stitch it once across the 2. And this has the Oregon grape. It has a beaver because Oregon is the beaver state. It has beehives because she's a beehiver. I don't know what the name of the beehive master is. It's so cute though. These are adorable. And hers has the Cedar River maple bar linen, which I have wanted a piece of this, so I'm glad to have that. It also has this adorable ruler made by Beth's husband, Matt. And Beth puts hers in, I love these bags too. It has a little beaver stamped on the bottom of it. I have another one of Beth's projects from a retreat where she used the same adorable, just really cute bag that she hand stamps, which is incredible. They also gifted us a Biscornu that has the beaver and the raccoon on it. It's so cute. And it has a couple of buttons that are specific to the pattern. It has a beaver and a raccoon. Anyway, so those were the lovely designer projects that we were given, and we love those. Janina Acorns and Threads. I love this. I'm going to put a plug in for this. This is, I think Matt made these. She had us put this together. This was a make and take. She said, but this is a cell phone holder, and I love this thing. I don't have one in my regular life, so I'm going to put that on my workstation in the office area. There was a bunch of other things, but my friend Audrey from Stitchy Witch 42, who insists she's never going to make a quilt. I said, all you have to do is make these and sew them together, and you have a quilt. So this is cute. It's a little, I don't know, it's kind of like for orts, but it just keeps your stuff all together at your workstation, wherever you're stitching. I love this. Came from, I think Sharon gave this to me. So at the retreat, I sat at a table with my friends, Chrissy and Rachel from Texas, and the Salem area stitchers. And then they were also on the next table over. So we had a lot of Salem area stitchers. And then right behind me at a table, my friend Lori was sat there with a bunch of the Bend area stitchers. So it was a lot of fun just to expand my social network and meet different people and spend more time with them. I very much enjoyed that. This is a chart holder, which is very clever, and also a book that you can cross stitch on. Like, how cute is this? So thank you for this. I had tons and tons of just little gifts that people put at my table, or things that you could choose. Whenever you go on a break, you come back and there's more and more stuff. I'm not going to show them all to you, but this is a lot of the things that were gifted to us. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I do love this. I wanted to show you this. One, isn't this cute? It like snaps apart, but then it snaps back together. Super cute. And I love that fabric. Then also Jackie made this and gave it to me, this bag. And I think this bag is super adorable. And there's just so much stuff. I mean, there's, someone dropped this off, this little crocheted, I think this is manufactured, but it's a tomato I love. And I got counting pins from other people, a little org jar from Acorns and Threads, several of these thread rings, and just tons of stuff. Just really appreciate all the things that people gifted. Isn't this cute? It's a wool ball with some counting pins. I mean, so much good stuff. So thank you for everyone who stopped by and said hi. Thank you to Desiree for coming over and saying hi, and for showing me markup. I'm going to get this wrong. XRP or XPR, probably XPR. And she sent me a follow-up email with all the details. I am definitely going to try it. Definitely going to try it. So that's if you want to use PDFs to track your progress and import into the system. Okay. And what else? So at the retreat, we went and had dinner one night at a really great pizza restaurant. A couple of us gals did. There was the football team who was staying at the hotel, and their game got canceled. They came all the way from South Dakota, and the team that they were competing against had whooping cough. So the game and they came in, they were just adorable. They were like my 4 sons walking in, you know, the giants, the big guys, and they were good sports. So caused a lot of laughter and just ruckus, general ruckus at the retreat. Let's see. This is going to be a pretty quick video. I have some other things to share. So my friend Lisa Abbey from Lisa Abbey Needleworks, she's so talented. She's so talented. I wish I lived right next door to her, because we'd have coffee every morning and we would just craft all day long. Lisa has a new kind of venture that she's doing. So she's making handmade items and selling them on Instagram. And I couldn't believe that I was the first person to catch this, because I love this. Love it, love it, love it. But I bought this from Lisa. First of all, she sent me a darling card. I had this pattern for the longest time. Oh, this is by Southern Yankee Stitcher. I had this pattern for the longest time. I don't know that I still have it or not. But Lisa made this pincushion and little strawberry and put it in the milk glass that you can put your scissors along the outside. So this is so dang adorable. And then remember, if you saw my video 2 videos ago, and I went to the antique fair and I had a strawberry fair plate, I gave the other one to my sister. Well, this sits just perfectly on top of it. And I envision me making little strawberries and putting it in the dish down below. But this will sit right next to me at my stitching chair. And it's adorable, and I love it. I love handmade items. I can't tell you how much I love them. She also sent this charm, like a zipper pull and charm. So Lisa, thank you. I mean, you're so talented, and I can't say enough good things about you. Thank you. All right. Next is just my friend Stacy sent me this unexpectedly. She's so kind. She'll send me fabric. She goes, this looks like you. I just have a yard of this. I just bought it and sent it to you. And I'm like, you didn't have to do that, but gosh, I'm so grateful that you were thinking of me. This is Three Sisters and one of my very favorite. Let's see, what line is this? What is this line? Three Sisters, Rue 1800 is the line, the fabric line. It's one of their older ones, so I'm not sure. It was probably one of those end of the bolt things where, or maybe that she just happened to find that particular line was still available at that quilt store. Also, I do love Blackbird design fabric, and this is from Field Notes. I have this in gray with pink. But look at this. Look at how stunningly beautiful this is. And I'm telling you, I have the itch to sew. I wish I had more space. I can't wait until my craft room is done in the house. I can't wait for my house to be done. This living in 2 rooms business is challenging, but this is just, on the picture, it didn't show the fabric as yellow in the background. And then it came, and I love it even more. It's just so gorgeous. So that I bought off of eBay. Oh, by the way, I did buy another antique sampler, but you'll have to wait till next time because it's en route and itchy nose. It's unlike any other sampler that I have. So I'm excited to share it with you. Yes, and one day I will retire and I will start reproducing some of these samplers I've been collecting. So I'm going to just talk a little bit more about some things that I bought. I don't remember if I showed you this last time. This is Gorgeous Gracious. Oh, what a hilarious name, by Brenda Gervais. And I love fall most of all. I guess this is called Feels Like Fall. This is so pretty. And this one is super popular, Woodland Witch. Somebody finished this recently. It was Kathy at the So-and-So's. And I think she bought this finishing piece. It cracks me up. This is just a piece of wood. It's just a piece of wood with live edge on it. But I did like it enough that I might go buy it. And then the Autumn Swan. And I think Jessica from Sweetwater Stitcher has stitched this. Maybe she finished it. I don't know. Go check it out on her channel. Halloween Quaker, because I do love all the Quakers. And isn't that adorable? I wonder what fabric this is stitched on. Sassy Brass. Nope, that's wrong. What is it? Vintage Country Mocha, 32 count. It looks more yellow in the picture, don't you think? And then I love this. I don't know why. Did I show this last time? I can't remember. Hello, America. This is a fantastic book. I mean, Teresa Kogut, her artistry. I think I did show this to you last time. Anyway, I bought that. All right. Here's a tale of a learning from Lisa Smith on an eBay purchase. So I saw this sampler, which I thought, I freaking love this sampler. Look at that eagle. And I bought it. The gal sent it to me, and then I saw it said on the bottom of the pattern, Sampler and Antique Needlework Quarterly, of which I own the DVDs, or the DVD, not the DVDs. I guess it's a CD. I don't know. I own the discs that have all the patterns on there. So I messaged the gal who sold it to me. I said, thank you for the fast delivery. This is not even pulled out of the magazine. It's printed. So this is a copyright violation. It's printed right off of it's a printed pattern. I can tell it's printed. It's not even, and she's wrote back, she goes, oh, I'm aware of copyright violation. I'm aware of what it is, a copyright violation. She says, I didn't realize this came out of a magazine. And it was printed off the disc. And so it's like taking a PDF, printing it, and selling it to someone. So she refunded me. She said she didn't realize it was a copy, which it looks like a copy to me. I mean, I could tell immediately it was a copy, but she did refund me the money. So sometimes those things that you're like, why haven't I not seen this before? I should have asked her, like, is this an original? But I didn't. Anyway. All right. So I binge watched Lori Holt's videos. I went back to the beginning and watched all of hers. I love her videos. I hope she does another one of these days. But she was showing one of her Heritage Wall. What does she call her? Heritage Wall sampler? Maybe sampler wall. And this is by Happy Mood Point. It's called Sampler Quaker Village. She did this for one of her ancestors. And she did it in red, and it's gorgeous. And I thought, I think I'll just stitch that for me. So I went on to Etsy, and they were having a big sale. So I bought that one. And I bought, I think 3. Where is, oh, I don't know where the other ones are. Maybe I didn't print them. Probably I didn't print them. Anyway, I bought 3. So check them out on Etsy. Very reasonably priced, especially when they were on sale. I also, okay, so I bought a lot of 4 items off of Etsy. Oh, this is interesting. Huh. Okay. This is a Brenda Gervais. I've never seen this one before. It's called Gardener's Pocket. It looks like it's got a little bunny rabbit on it. It's cute. And then it has Marilia Pool Sewing Basket. This is by Stacy Nash. Is there something in here? It feels kind of thick. No, it's the other one. This is adorable. I don't think I have this one either. And somebody wrote notes on it, so that's kind of nice. I do love a little math, a little cheat sheet going on. And then this one is Western Reserve Sampler Guild Strawberry Girl Threadboard. And this does have something in it. Oh. Maybe it's got all the threads in it too. Oh, that's nice. It's got all the little threads in it. But this is a Stacy Nash little girl. Super cute. And then the reason why I really wanted to bid on this, and it was a very reasonable, for 4 patterns, very reasonable, is this one. I've also never seen this from Sampler Time Sampler, Springtime Sampler from Brenda Gervais, and it came with the hornbook. So I was like, now I don't know if this is the original, because look at how the shape is different, but it's like a picture frame, and it was super worth it. I've never seen anything like that. So I was like, I'll bid on that. So that worked out. Okay. What else? I picked this up at Acorns and Threads when we had a shopping time at the retreat. This is a new Stacy Nash Merry Autumn Pinky. This is so cute. And then people are going bonkers over this one. This is Nettle. She's so cute. Look at that mask. That cracks me up. And then Lori Textilis and I were looking at this one. We both bought this one. They didn't have Whitaker. They just had, what's her name? Paisley. So we might stitch that this winter. I do love this. And I saw Katie from So Tattered. She had a picture of this on Instagram. And I think she bought the fabric. So, and I do love, but I have fabric that probably would work for this, I'm pretty sure. And then I also picked up JBW Designs. I saw this one. This is Fleur de Noël. Beautiful. Now I'm almost to the end of haul. I'm going to talk a little bit about plans. So I've been wanting for the longest time to buy this. So I went to Fat Quarter Shop and bought Summer Memories by Suzanaki. And this has a lot of fantastic quilts in it. Again, I've been wanting to do quilts. Where's all the quilts? But it also has a ton of like little cross stitches. And it's patriotic, and I do love patriotic. So I bought this. And then also this one just came out from Suzanaki, Halloween Memories. And look at all those. There is not one quilt in this book that I wouldn't want to make. And the other one too. But she also has a bunch of little cross-stitch smalls in here. I don't know if there's one picture that shows them all. Ooh, I love, here's one. Adorable. And again, the colors on all the quilts, amazing. Now, so what do I have left to work on? Let me tell you what I'm going to do. This one is calling my name. I may start this year. This is the Ann Perry sampler. I think this was a Macintosh sampler, and then McKenna from 1884 bought the rights and recharted it. But I saw someone on Instagram stitching this, and I'm just like, oh. So I might just start that one. I don't know. I have, when I was at Acorns and Threads, I've been thinking about The Humming of the Bees by Blackbird Designs, and so I started collecting some threads. I think I have the rest of them in my stash, but I picked up the ones that I didn't think that I had. This one, let me just show you. I had mentioned before that I'm going to start Autumn Bouquet. I think Carol from Carol Saltbox is going to start this one. We decided we're going to start it on probably today on the autumn, beginning of autumn. And so I have the threads, and I actually had an extra one of those patterns. I gave it to my friend Rachel. She's going to start it too. And she's picked out Belsois silks, and they're gorgeous. So this is Sand Dune, Lakeside Sand Dune. And here's the overdyed. Now, the two browns are pretty close, and I might switch one of those up. But that is pretty easy, simple stitching. And I kind of would like to go back to when Brenda and Laura had the first weekend of the month be a Blackbird design weekend. I'm kind of down for that. And you'll see on my starts that is sort of in my plan. So this one, I'm going to start today, and I probably will become obsessed with that and want to work on it. Because that's how I roll. Okay, so that's the first one. Now the next one that I have is Winter by Blackbird Designs. And what I'm going to do, to me, of the three, and is there a picture of all three in this book? Yes, there is. So there's winter, autumn, and summer. There's no spring. But I'm going to take the border on this side and bring it over and stitch it right next to this ghosty pretty. I'm going to leave that there. I'm just going to add a mirror image of this on this side. I'm not going to stitch anything below or anything above it, and I'm just going to do it as a Christmas piece. Because to me, this looks very Christmassy with the pomegranate and the poinsettia, and I'm going to start this on Thanksgiving. So if you want to stitch this with me, let me know. Give me a shout out. Tag me on Instagram, or if you've already stitched it that way, I would love to see how it looks. I don't really have a cell name for this, but if you think we should do a cell, let me know. And so that one, and I think I did show you, these are the threads. If I didn't show you, now I'm showing you. These are the threads, and they might be a little different. Like this pattern has been around for a while, but I love this. This is a classic Colorworks Wild Berries and Manor Red. These two are gorgeous. Anyway, so we'll start that on Thanksgiving. And then my birthday is in December. It's December 3rd. I have not done any kind of a birthday sale before, but I showed these. No, actually, we were at the retreat, and someone was stitching this. And this has been on my start list. This is the Fragments in Time 2023. And to me, this looks it looks vintagey, and it almost looks Christmassy. It's kind of a Berlin sampler style, Berlin woolwork style. And so I have downloaded the free border from Summer House Stitchworks, Fragments in Time 2023. And this one, so someone was stitching this at the retreat. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely starting this for my birthday. I have a piece of, I don't know what this is, 40 count vintage pecan butter. So I'm going to stitch it on that. I bought some threads for it, but I may change some of the threads. I may go with a red the red that's chosen, well, this is kind of a brownish red. It's called Fresh Brew. But I think I may introduce more of a red to it. So that one is going to be on my birthday. If you want to stitch that with me, it's let me know, because I'm thinking I will start this on December 3rd, which is my birthday, and it'll be Kindred Stitcher KS Day BDAY Sal. So if you want to, let me know if you want to stitch this with me too, because I think some people that are at the retreat were thinking about starting it, or maybe they've already started it. If you've already started it, let me know, because I want to see how it looks. I may switch out a couple colors. What a rambly video. Anyway, so it's great to see you guys. I've been stitching like a mad woman. I do plan to work on Real Comfort this month. That's kind of my focus piece. I need to get to my Marilia. I think if I finish Real Comfort, like, you know, September, October, then the next focus piece will be my Marilia and Rosary Sampler, which is a fan favorite. So much goodness, so much stitching, so much to be thankful for. I really appreciate you guys. I love the comments that you leave, and thank you for your encouragement. It really means the world to me. Have a good time, and we'll see you next time.